All right, this is one of our closing sales emails for Copy School in 2017, which turned out to be a template we called the Piglet. It is all about what Joe's experience of worry looks like in real life, and then we frame it around her worry about the reader not joining Copy School and the consequences that may appear, when I think you could have helped.
I think kind of
Let's
all
check
three
it out.
courses can't go wrong.
Yeah. Subject line, K, I'm worried, in brackets, closing today. So there's a lot of thought that went into that subject line, I remember, right?
Yeah.
I think what I wanted to avoid was it was feeling white noisy in 2017 with the closing nows and the last chances at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have something more of a hook at the beginning and then still make sure that people knew it was closing today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Go for it. This is about you.
This is closing day, 7 a.m, almost 8 on Tuesday, March 14th, 2017. My BFF Ange, real. And we do as many real references as we can here.
Yeah.
So I've never had a sip of kombucha and I won't ever write about it.
Right.
Yeah. You, however.
I, on the other hand.
Yes. So my BFF Ange hates it when I worry. My cats Lily and Puff hate it when I stress. The cashier guy at Tim Hortons hates it when I get that furrowed. Now, this is untrue. I don't do a lot of Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
When I get that furrowed look right between my eyebrows, he knows even a 20-pack of Timbits won't fix it. And a 20-pack of Timbits will fix anything.
It might cause a few other problems too.
Yeah, we don't worry about those.
No.
This is a short-term fix, and it's good, and I want some now.
Indeed.
And obviously, I don't like worrying. Is it obvious? Yet here's why you've got my stomach all tied up in knots. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
After today, I won't be able to work with you inside Copy School, which means you'll still struggle the next time you're supposed to produce a high-converting email campaign and landing page with drives too, when I could have helped. You'll still think of copywriting as something you guess at, and as a consequence, you'll still actually guess at it. And as a consequence, you'll believe you're just guessing wrong and you'll try one more time. And as a consequence, you'll give up when I could have helped. You'll still live in a world where you never ever get that feeling that comes with publishing new copy. Publishing isn't a word we use that often.
Nope.
And stepping away from the screen with a cheeky grin that says, damn right, I wrote that when I could have helped. And this, what year did you go to the Sonoma retreat with?
Around this time, right?
Because that was
2016,
when
I wrote that was a thing.
John, who
Yes.
who was in the mastermind, then he worked with me at Copyhackers for a bit.
Mhm.
He had this line, I wrote that.
Yeah.
And we had an illustrator out of Oregon or Seattle who had done Sam Hulick's illustrations for this thing that went viral, and I loved it. I hired him to come up with this. I wrote that.
Yeah. I still have that laminate
Yeah.
thing, right?
Most TCMers still have that, it
Yeah.
was printed on steel or
That's
something.
Right. It was steel.
But yeah, the whole line was, I wrote that. And
Mhm.
we were all very big fans of this line.
Yeah. I mean, it still speaks to the pride you want to have in what
Yeah.
you write.
It's actually
Right.
on our socks too.
Really?
So some people who've got socks from Copyhackers over the years have I wrote that on there.
It lives on.
It lives on.
Ooh. And in short, I won't be able to make good on all the reasons Copyhackers exist in the first place.
It was 2 words at the time, Copyhackers.
It
Now it's
was.
1 word.
Merged.
Yeah.
So yeah, bit of an issue because Copy School is the closest thing to a shortcut to high converting copy that exists. There's no bot for this. 2017.
Pause.
There
on
was
that
no
one.
bot for it.
There's still no bot for this.
Right.
But there is definitely help for that first draft now.
Yes.
So it's a bit of a shortcut. It's good.
Shortcut. Yeah. And the copywriters you'd love to hire to do this work are really, really hard to find, really, really expensive when you find them, and nearly impossible to get on the calendars of. And even then, you won't know if their work hits the mark until you've paid a hefty deposit and waited weeks to get their proposed copy.
And this is an important one.
Yes.
This
still
is
true.
one a lot of people think that Copy School is just a bunch of copywriters, and which is great. And we have a bunch of copywriters in there, but we have so many founders of companies that have then been sold or that haven't, like Karina Bench, the farmer, often comes to mind.
Yep.
But this idea, like a lot of people are like, I'm just going to hire a freelancer, but then you don't know if they did a good job.
That's right. I think that came into one of the hooks from the videos of that year, which was like minimum viable mastery, right?
Yeah.
Even as a founder, you are responsible for what gets put on the page,
Yeah.
right? You need to be able to achieve it. You need to be able to at least know if what you paid for is any good.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, big point there.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And even then, You won't have more than your gut to go on when it's time to review their copy. Is it persuasive? Who knows? Does it follow the rules? You don't know the rules. Are there better practices at play, or did this copywriter learn everything about copywriting from a few blog posts? This was pre-Blog Smart year,
Yes.
but still, which were themselves based on other blog posts. Yes! Did your freelance copywriter get their training at the end of a game of telephone? I like it. I want to reuse that.
It's reusable.
Yeah.
So I'm worried. I'm worried that you'll miss out on this in your grasp opportunity to take that next step that has eluded you. I can't think of any other skill set where the gap between those who do it well and those who don't is so wide.
Okay, I want to pause there because it's not great.
Okay.
The problem, I think, is that the natural reaction for any reader is like, well, of course you can't think of one. You're trying to sell me on copywriting skills. So like I would maybe rethink that line this year.
Sure.
Because it might turn off people who should not be going down that path.
But the best part is, I also can't think of any other skill where that gap could be bridged faster and with more predictable results.
Oh, that's good.
That is so good, right?
Damn it.
Yeah. Created Copy School to be that bridge.
Be the bridge.
You want to see
where
the
I
world.
be the bridge.
Join today. Take your risk-free shot and start another bridge. We were really into the bridge.
Yeah, that's
Start crossing that bridge with me.
What is the bridge? Red Hot Chili Peppers did a bridge song.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes should we just
you do this. You break into song whenever we do these.
I can't do the under the bridge part because that was high pitched and
Mike's got that.
John Frusciante.
Mike behind the camera. Mike, you got that?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
There, see?
Cool. And then we have a long PS there. What do we have in the PS?
Need a glimpse of what it's like to cross that bridge. We were big on the bridge.
We were big on the bridge.
But it is a good point about like when you're writing copy, you don't want to switch between a whole bunch of analogies or
That's
anything.
true.
Like just try to focus, keep people on one, keep them on that bridge.
We were consistent.
Yeah.
Cool. And then a testimonial.
Oh, this was when Marian Shambari was freelancing, not doing her badass giant copywriting job that she has today.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Before 10X, I knew how to write a good email, but I didn't know how to write a 10X email. And holy crap, did this course deliver on the promise. I did indeed 10X. I 10X my client's investment. So
Teachable.
$500,000 using the sequence.
Yeah.
We were part of that $500,000 upgrading our account.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
We represented.
It's absolutely true.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so overall, little bridge heavy, not terribly long.
Nope.
And I think it's a pretty decent hook.
Yep.
Especially since it's personal.
So we templatized this one, right? This ended up in 6 figures, I want to say.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, the Piglet. Good template.
Good work.
Yeah.